we do know how in the past few weeks, medyo may kiskisan between several Philippine officials and the Chinese embassy here. And I suppose it won't take much imagination to foresee that there might be an escalation once the Chinese realize that we are going to get more missiles from the U.S., missiles that may be able to reach the Chinese coastal cities. So I ask you, you as a veteran diplomat, how do you see things playing out, and how can we manage things on the diplomatic front?
Well, isa lang ang sagot natin dyan, which has been amplified on many occasions, even by Secretary Tidoro, and even the President himself. We are getting all of these things from an ally because we want to be able to have a defense. It's part of our defense strategy.
A credible defense.
It's purely for credible defense. The Chinese have already deployed missiles in Scarborough Shoal. I mean, it's really, it's ironic that they're telling us, why are you getting this, when in fact they're right at our doorstep. And it's being contested. So, sabi nga ng Presidente, when we had a meeting with him, isa lang ang hinihingi niya. Huwag ninyo kaming harasin at saka allow our fishermen to fish when they've been fishing for more than 100 years. But sabi niya, we will cancel all of these agreements we have the United States on EDCA sites. But we have to defend ourselves. That's the bottom line, they're telling us to do this and do that. We will talk to you. Now they're even threatening us with coercion, economic coercion. Paano naman tayo mag-uusap sa kanila kung gano'n ang ano nila sa atin? And then every time there's an incident, they blame us for all of this. That's why it's very hard to really, on the diplomatic side, the Department of Foreign Affairs is tasked to try to find ways and means to be able to have a dialogue with a potential adversary like China. But how can we, when the public, our public here, is very much against the kind of activities that China's been doing over the past how many years now? That's why 85% of our people are supportive of our relationship with the United States. Makikita mo naman And of course, our politicians are playing up to what the people really feel. And so it's very difficult for really diplomats nowadays to try to find a way to be able to have a dialogue. Kung ganyan ang ano. That's why we're asking the Chinese embassy in the Philippines to try to tone down dahil they're just adding more fire into already a fiery situation. And the only way is for us to have a sincere, really important dialogue that we can try to trace out. We will never agree on territorial claims, but at the very least, we can bring down the level of tension in the area. And the more these things happen, the more we lean towards our ally like the United States and other countries as well. Yun lang yun And that's why it's ironic that they're telling us, they're complaining about all of these things that we're doing. But look at the mirror and see what you're doing.